Hey guys, right, so this vlog is done just almost by special request. One of the most common things I get when people go on a holiday and they start speaking to me, the holiday season comes up or they're going away, they're like, oh, well, you know, we'll see how I am when I get back. And it kind of all goes out the window, whether or not it's Christmas or they're just going on a sporadic holiday, whatever it is, everyone seems to go away and come home 10 kilos heavier, right? I've done a vlog before on how to train and hit your goals and keep progressing. I've now taken this as an opportunity to actually finally take my family on a snap holiday. Literally, I booked it 3 days later, here we are. So I've taken this as an opportunity now to create a video on how to stay in shape without training on holiday. So here we are on the good old coast of Bourne. We are on the Great Barrier Reef here at Hamilton Island. It's a little bit overcast, but that's great because we live up in Darwin, so we love it to have a bit be overcast rather than burning up with the sun all the time. So this is how to actually not put on a ton of weight while not even training on holiday. Let's go. Right, so the only form of transportation on this island is by golf buggy. Is it golf buggy?
Yeah, it's golf buggy.
So unfortunately, as a family of 5 means I'm walking / running everywhere, but unfortunately that means that doesn't bother me at all. It's actually pretty good. That means I'll be burning a lot of active calories just moving around. One thing that we have noticed straight away that I need to investigate into now is there is literally no healthy food on this island. It's like burgers, chips and what have you. I've spoken to a few people, they say that it's like that everywhere. If that is the case, then what I have to do is be calculated with my calories and eat that kind of stuff, but make sure I'm in either a maintenance or a deficit. That is the key thing. You can eat unhealthy, but eat within your calories and you won't put on weight. Because if you're equalizing or less the amount of calories that you're burning, you will not put on weight. The only way you do is when you consume an excess of energy compared to what you're expelling. That is when it's stored as body fat. So the first thing I'm going to do as a priority is see if there's any healthy food, because obviously there's also a healthier way of maintaining and losing weight if that's what you're looking to do, which should be your priority anyway. So I'm going to have a look around to see if we can find anything a little bit healthier. Right, I promised Sienna, my wife, that I wouldn't train, and also using this as an opportunity to show people how to keep in shape while on holiday. One of the stipulations is not to train, but I don't count walking as training. That is a necessity. It is a basic human need to be able to move. Even if you don't like walking or you don't like moving, you have to move to get to your car, up the stairs, out your bed, whatever. That being said, I'm bending the rules. I've got to walk pretty much everywhere, but trying to do some cracking hikes here. So, done some activities with my family today, and as they're resting, I found there's a good opportunity to do a bit of a hike. So, I'm going to check out this view at the top. Apparently, it's half an hour to the first view top. I reckon for me, we reckon 10 minutes. Now you got to remember, every part of body fat accumulation is all to do with energy input and energy output. If you are accumulating more energy than you're expending, then you will store it as body fat. If you expend more than you accumulate, you'll burn body fat. You'll find that deficit of energy off your body. And if your energy input is matching your energy output, you'll stay the same. Pretty simple, right? Obviously, macronutrients and what you eat has different effects in the body, but that's where it starts to get more complicated. And that is what I teach on the 6-week challenge. Little plug there. So long story short, if you're in a place or an island where you're limited on food, and say it's all pretty rubbish from what I can find so far, then you got choices. You limit the quantity that you eat, or you expend more energy. Because if I do this hike and say I burn, just take a nice round number of 500 calories. So obviously me, myself, I'm going to burn more than that, depending on the size of the hike. And not taking on epoch effects, stuff like this, they'll burn 500 calories. That's 500 calories of active calories, which means that gives me 500 calories more that I could eat to then come up towards that maintenance. So, 2 choices. Move more so that I allow myself to eat more, or eat less if I'm not going to move more. By doing that, kind of the mindset that I have for that is earn your food, right? If you're a caveman or cavewoman who has to hunt their food, it wouldn't be a problem. So if you didn't earn it, don't eat it. Simple as that. The thing is as well with moving is you have lymph in your body. I know I've done heaps of videos on this before, but lymphatic fluid relies on valves. If you stop moving, your heart will beat blood around your body, and so you'll stay alive. So you don't have to worry about moving for that. But lymphatic fluid basically works on the valve system and relies on muscular activity, muscular flexion. So if you don't move, your lymphatic fluid can stay relatively stagnant. Now, if your lymph stays stagnant, it's almost like having a fish pond where it doesn't move the water around and it becomes stagnant and dirty water. You need to move it with that pump. So if you don't move it by muscular activity, then it becomes stagnant, and then you need to detoxify. So exercise is much more than just a calorie burn, it's a necessity for staying healthy.
This could be good for me. Lately I was feeling like I need a purpose.
How does he do that? Coming up towards the camera. Yeah, all right. I came up, I set it up, I walked back down. Don't judge me.
Give me the impression that I won't scratch your surface. And I could walk for days, searching for your praise. But is it even there to find?
Well, I'm really not bothered living in Darwin about the weather. In fact, I love the rain, and overcast means I can stay out without burning after the first X amount of hours. But it's my first time now being on this island that I've gone, wish it wasn't so overcast, because behind me you'd be able to see all the coral reef and you'd be able to see this this mountain coming out here. So yeah, it's a little bit frustrating, but still I'm really enjoying it. I'm out here on my own. I've passed a grand number of 0 people on this trek. Now I use this opportunity to really say, is that's surprising? People come on holiday, and to be honest with you, I've heard nothing but people complain about the weather. Obviously, I'm somewhere where it's sunny pretty much all the time, although it has been raining a lot lately. But you're on holiday, man. Enjoy it. But surely, if you came here and you can't snorkel or whatever you wanted to do, you haven't got the sunlight to be able to clearly see what you wanted to see, you'd use this as an opportunity to do stuff like this, go trekking, because you can stay nice and cool and enjoy it and get some whatever great views you got. So there's always 2 types of people, right? Optimist and pessimist. So you can either look towards the good or the bad. Unfortunately, most people bond over the bad. You know, if you see people in the street or your work colleagues, you come in like, how are you? Oh, it's been one of those days, and then everyone bonds over how crap everything is. If you turn up to those same bunch of people, like, how are you? Oh, it's amazing. How good's life? They're like, what a crazy nutcase. How sad is that really culturally that majority of the Western world bond over how bad things are? Unless you've got the right peer group. And right now, the peer group is a grand scheme of me. So I'm really enjoying this. It's raining, it's cool. I'm out here without the kids for a minute, which is, I love my kids so much, but it's nice to get walking at a decent speed. So I'm gonna go check out these views and take me back to being in England, to be honest with you. Obviously not that view, but walking in the rain.
Is there a chance for me to learn your memories? Will I slowly lose my mind? Will I slowly lose my mind?
I'm regretting that.
Will I slowly lose my mind?
The culprit. What did you do? Right, so my son has a bit of an ear infection, so it's a bit dark in here and I'm keeping my voice down. But I've decided to go with a healthier route. But the way I've done that is I've basically gone for a chicken Caesar salad, but I've added the sides of chicken in it. So I've doubled up on the chicken side, made a decent meal here. And we've got like a little bit of meat and dip and all these together, well within my calories, a lot healthier option.